I don't do them every day. I'm not like all you guys that do this every day. I don't. Oh, my dog just gave me this. Take this. Take this. Anyway, so guys, I got something that I kind of want to say. I actually do want to say. I kind of hold the damn thing. That is, Lenny, can you turn it down a little since I'm doing a live? And it's my wife. She's over posting her videos. Anyway, um, all you Americans, Canadians, Europeans, whatever you are, you need to start remembering something that I don't think that you remember. I see all of you talking shit about your neighbors. Maybe not a lot, but a little. Or talking shit about your families. Maybe not a lot, but a little. Or talking shit about the local government, the cops, or the mayor, or whatever. Dude, you're not thinking because, they all have cell phones. And if you think that they don't watch your live videos and your videos whenever you post, I have a feeling you're not thinking very straight. You talk bad about your family and there's kids, I guarantee you they're watching your videos. You talk bad about your relatives, somebody in that family is watching your video and they know what you're saying about them. You talk bad about the government or you talk bad about the local cops or you talk bad about somebody around. You want to know why you're getting harassed and getting messed with? Hey, you get what you get. It's pretty simple. You want to talk bad about them, they're going to get up your ass pretty fucking quick and pretty fucking far. So start thinking about that when you guys are streaming, if you're even listening to what I'm saying. Not too many people watch my streams. I mean, if I get 500, if I get 200, that's fucking ton. But I don't care. I do it because it's good information. And I don't know, you guys. Some things. All right, go away, Brandon. My little dogs. You guys all know I have lots of dogs, and my two littlest ones love to come over here and mess with me in the morning. There's one of them right there. That's Brandy, and I don't know the other one's around. Anyway, I just wanted to say that to you guys. Be careful what you're saying on these streams because the government, they're not stupid. Come on. And your relatives, definitely not stupid. If you got kids in the family, less stupid. All these kids around here do is get online and watch what's going on. I don't even talk bad about my neighbors in the local neighborhood, like my next door neighbor, because they got 9 kids. There's 3 families that live in the compound there, and they have 9 kids over there. And all I see them do is sit on their cell phones every day. Now, I don't know for sure they're watching me, but I would be surprised if they don't at least once in a while see my streams. So, and it's really funny because I hear these guys, the Americans, well, not the Americans, actually Europeans mostly. I don't watch the Americans, I can't stand them. But I'll hear them say things like, and this is to one guy in particular, how his family just did a complete switch on what he thought of how they were as to how they are. What's amazing, because not too long ago he was doing a stream about how fucked up his family was. And now all of a sudden he's talking about how they completely changed and how they're, wow, I didn't even think it was possible for this to happen. Yeah, you gotta wonder there, buddy. I don't know. If you watch this, just think it out, man, because they're not dumb. I mean, hell. So I got a good day yesterday. One of my local friends, Filipino guy, he's a tricycle driver actually. Known him for the whole time I've been here, 8 years, because he's kind of quasi family. I think they're all family actually. And he came over at 7 o'clock in the morning, and he asked me if I want to go dove hunting. Well, I hunt, as you can see, sitting on my back porch. I shoot doves out of the tree. Mostly I shoot the rats. Got a tree out there about 75 meters, so I like to shoot the rats when they climb the tree. And little industrious little turd, aren't you? I have a little dachshund puppy. I don't know if you can see him or not. There she is. He's a little turd. We just got him a month ago. He's a cutie. Anyway, came over here and picked me up, asked me if I wanted to go hunting, and I said sure. So I got my air rifle and off I went. And he was all upset at himself. He took 8 shots and didn't get nothing, hit nothing in 8 shots. Because my God, something's wrong. He's got to zero his scope because he said he's been fishing with it, where you shoot harpoons out of the gun, and he thought maybe that messed up his barrel, but I don't think so. The barrels are pretty hard; they're bronze, and you're not going to shoot something through the barrel that's smooth and hurt it. So I don't think so. Anyway, so I got 1, he got none. I shot 3 times, he shot 8, and we were gone for about 2 hours. It was a great time, walking around in the most beautiful countryside. There were some big farms up there growing yellow sweet potato, and big monster farms. I mean, like, here it's hectares, but if you're not watching the Philippines, acres, maybe 10 acres of yellow eggplant, and no water. There's no way that they could water. These plants grow with virtually no water. I mean, it's the middle of summer here right now, and it don't rain, and there's no garden hose up there, and it's too high a ground to have a well. I guess you could dig a well if you went deep enough, but I doubt it seriously. So there's no water there. There's no place to put water. There's no trenches. There's no irrigation ditches. There's no well pumps. So there's no water, and these things are just thriving up there. It's incredible. And so I told my wife, man, you need to grow some of this stuff because she likes growing plants. She's got a huge garden. And anyway, so much for that. So you guys, like I said, when you're doing these live streams and you're here in the Philippines, be careful what you're saying because your neighbors, there's kids everywhere. And those kids are very versed in getting on YouTube and getting on Facebook along with everything else, and they will find out what you're saying. And if you're talking bad about a family, I know the family, our family watches my videos. I'm sure they do. I know my daughter does periodically. I know when she does. And I don't talk bad. I got nothing I couldn't say anything bad about my family if I had to. My wife is the workingest woman I ever seen in my life. Man, starting her day at 6:30 in the morning doing laundry and feeding the dogs and cleaning up the house and doing her garden and cleaning up the house and doing more garden and cleaning up after the dogs and feeding the dogs and taking care of me, cooking 3-4 times a day. Oh my God. I mean, she's like the miracle woman to me. I don't know. I don't get it. And we started something new. So I recently hired a Philippine guy up in Agoo, which is about an hour from me. And what he's doing is he basically is helping me with my business. And that means that he's answering the cell phone, dispatching some of the calls to my mechanics, and for that I pay him. And he's only been working with me a few days. Maybe, I don't know what day he came here. Maybe he came last week. Maybe it's been a week, maybe. Anyway, last night he made his first money. Because the problem is, it's hard on us because we have to work nights. And, I mean, literally. So that means, you can see my eyes are all droopy. That's because I work all day in the house, do my shit here. And then I work all night answering my phones. Which doesn't mean I'm wide awake all night, no, like people think, no. But it's cat naps. Because all night long I'm getting texts, I'm getting phone calls, I'm getting, questions even from my workers. They call. It's not just the people who need work. It's the guys that work for me. They're calling me, they're texting me. You want to know what's going on? Is there jobs? They have questions about the jobs. So I'm Mr. Answer, and so now I'm teaching Kenneth how to do the same thing. So he made his first amount of money last night. Not a lot, but it's good for here. For answering the phone, literally 3 times he made money. And I got a dove I could shoot up in the tree right now. I sit here and I watch the tree out in my backyard. It's 75 yards away, and I shoot the dove out of it. And then when I kill them, I go out and I clean them, and then I bring them in the house and freeze them. And then when we get a whole pot full of them, my wife pressure cooks them down to basically a broth, and then we take whatever chunks are left and throw it in a blender. And then when there's anything that I know will hurt my dogs, we feed it to the dogs over their kibbles. They love it. I mean, it's a big treat for the puppies because It's a different flavor, but it's meat. And since it doesn't cost me anything and everything, dog food is, well, I don't want to say it's expensive, but it's expensive for here. We get 25 kilos, 50 pounds, and it cost me about $20, more or less. It doesn't seem like much, but we go through one of those a week. So, that's $80 a month, every month, just in dog food, and our bills, you guys in the U.S. think the bills aren't much here, but if you have a big house like we do, our electric bill is between $200 and $300 a month. We have a car payment, which is $200 a month or $250 a month. I have a bike payment that's $100 a month, give or take a little, 150, I think, 125. We have what else? We have workers on the property that cost me $200 a week. Um, there's more too. I can't, there's more, but that's just so yes, we have money and we have bills here, just like you have in the U.S. It's not free to live in the Philippines. Now, you can live cheaper than we do, that's for sure. You can have a smaller house. You don't have to have a bunch of workers on your property. You don't have to have 12 dogs. If you only have one dog, your $20 a week drops down to $2 a week. We have 12, and most of them are big. We really only have three. Well, we have two small dogs, two small and a half dogs, and the rest are big. So I don't know. Anyway, so I really wanted to really do this little rant today. Seriously, just on the whole idea, you guys, that if you're talking about family or you're talking about the barangay you live in, and for the Americans that watch this, a barangay is kind of like an HOA, more or less. Or you're talking about, the cops or the local politicians, the government, the mayor, whatever. Make sure you don't talk shit about them because, like I said, cell phones are amazing things, and the kids here are really amazing things. They know how to operate the cell phones, and they know what to look at, and they know who they're watching. And I am not surprised if my next door neighbors watch mine, and I don't care. I like all my neighbors, so I have no issues, except the old man that lives next to me. He's kind of a dick. His name's Benny. Benny, if you watch this, you are a dick. And I'm old. I'm 70. He's probably, I don't know, he's 75 probably, but he's a real asshole. And it's a long story. We go in and out. We went from not liking each other for 4 or 5 years to being okay, to being kind of friends. And then he turned into a dick again. So now he's on the shit list once again. I don't care. What else? What else I want to talk about? Oh, ivermectin. I don't know. This might get me. Sometimes you put the name ivermectin on YouTube and they turn you off, but we'll see. I don't know if you guys know what ivermectin is or not, but I get it at where they sell dog food, chicken food, horse food. It actually is an animal dewormer. That's what they sell it for. I take it every day. They sell little packets, about 2 inches or 3 inches, 2 inches by 2 inches, something like that. It's a small amount. I take it every day. And I'm healthy. I'm 70, and I can honestly say it completely got rid of my arthritis in my right arm. I had the worst arthritis. I was doing 6 Advil a day. Oh my God, for months and months. Now none. I take Advil sometimes. I got a headache, but I don't do it for my shoulder anymore. And people take it for cancer relief, and they take it for all kinds of things. I mean, if you have an ailment that you're not sure about, or somebody who's got an ailment, it's super cheap. Maybe it'll help, maybe it won't. But do a little research on it. It's called ivermectin, ivermectin. I don't have a package floating around here doing. No, I don't see any. And like I said, I take it every day. It's nothing that'll hurt. Doesn't interact with any other chemicals. It doesn't hurt your body to take it. It's harmless, but it definitely will help you. I give it to all my dogs. As a matter of fact, we just saw one of my dogs who's got worms, and so consequently goes on the Iver tonight. And it's only because we haven't done her because she's little, but she needs it. And she's new. He's new. It's our newest puppy. You, Brad. He's chewing on a piece. Born on a wood pile, raised on a wood pile, and loves being around bamboo wood piles. You know, born on a mountain, raised in a cave. This was born on a wood pile, raised on a wood pile. But he's a little cutie. He really is. He's a little dachshund puppy. I don't know if you can see him there. He's right there. His name's Walter. I'm Walter. Yeah. I've had him a month. He is the smartest little dog you ever saw in your life. Okay, guys. Well, I don't know if you got anything out of this. I hope you did. I hope it does do you something worth doing. And like I said, just be aware of what you're saying and who you're saying it to, you know. And I'll see you on the next one.